Breaking, Buhari pens Christian-centric opinion for Anglican newspaper, quotes Bible verses. President Muhammadu Buhari has stressed the need for Christians and Muslims to coexist peacefully. His position was contained in an opinion article published in Church Times, an Anglican newspaper. Quoting various Bible verses, Buhari emphasized that Muslims and Christians need to not only peacefully coexist, but also flourish together. On the herdsman/farmers situation, he said herdsmen tend to be predominantly Muslim, although not exclusively, while farmers in certain areas of central Nigeria are predominantly Christian, noting that there was need for understanding, calling for reconciliation rather than division. In 1844, the relevant Samuel J. Crowther returned home to Yorubaland, now part of modern-day Nigeria. 20 years earlier, he had been kidnapped and sold to European slave traders who were bound for the Americas. He was freed by an abolitionist naval patrol, and received by the Church Missionary Society. There, he found his calling. Crowther made his voyage home to establish the first Anglican mission in Yorubaland. He came with the first Bibles translated into Yoruba and Hausa languages. He opened dialogue and discussion with those of other faiths. And his mission was a success. Crowther later became the first African Anglican bishop in Africa. Today, Nigeria has the largest Christian population on the continent. The messages and teachings of Christianity are part of the fabric of each person's life. Along with the millions of Christians in Nigeria today, I believe in peace, tolerance, and reconciliation, in the institution of the family, the sanctity of marriage, and the honor of fidelity, in hope, compassion, and divine revelation. Like Bishop Crowther, I am a descendant of Abraham. Unlike him, I am a Muslim. I believe our two great religions can not only peacefully coexist but also flourish together. But Muslims and Christians must first turn to one another in compassion. For, as it says in Amos 3:3, do two walk together, unless they have agreed to meet? As they are people of the book, I believe that there is far more that unites Muslims and Christians than divides them. In fact, I believe that the messages of the Bible are universal, available for anyone to exercise, and instructive to all. We must resist the temptation to retreat into our communities, because, if we do, we can only look inwards. It is only when we mix that we can reach new and greater possibilities. Whichever religion or religious denomination they choose to follow, Nigerians are devout. Anything that Nigerians believe will place impositions on their practice, and belief is therefore sure to cause widespread alarm. And, unfortunately, there are those who seek to divide Nigerians and our two great religions and to do so for their own advantage. I stand accused paradoxically of trying to Islamize Nigeria while also being accused by Boko Haram terrorists of being against Islam. My vice president is a devout man, a Christian pastor. He, too, is accused of selling out his religion, because of his support for me. This is not the first time that I nor, indeed, my Christian-Muslim evenly split cabinet have been the subject of such nonsense. Fortunately, the facts speak differently from the words of those who seek to divide us from one another. Since my administration has been in power, Boko Haram has been significantly and fatally degraded. I have befriended church leaders and church groups both within and outside our country. My vice president has addressed and opened dialogue with Muslims up and down our land. In all things, we seek that which all well-meaning Christians and well-meaning Muslims must seek, to unite, respect, and never to divide. Does it not say there is no compulsion in religion, Quran 2.256? Does it not say forbid him not, for he that is not against us is for us, Luke 9.50? This, surely, is the path that followers of both our two great religions must walk. Unfortunately, those who wish us all to walk apart have recently found another focus for their efforts: the tragic clashes between nomadic herdsmen and settled farmers in the central regions of Nigeria. For generations, herders have driven their cattle from the north to the center of our country. They tend to be predominantly Muslim, although not exclusively. The farmers, in certain areas of central Nigeria, are predominantly Christian. The causes of this conflict are not religious or theological, but temporal. At the heart of this discord is access to rural land, exacerbated both by climate change and population growth. Sadly, there are some who seek to play fast and loose and so make others believe that these are not the facts. When religion is claimed as the cause and by those who know that it is not, it only makes finding a resolution more difficult. The government has taken action to mediate, to bring the two groups together in peace and unity. But we also need all parties to follow the teachings of the scriptures, and encourage reconciliation rather than cause division. As it is said, "Having eyes do you not see, and having ears do you not hear?" Mark 8.18. As our Constitution codifies, politicizing religion has no place in Nigeria, for it makes us turn away from one another, it makes us retreat into our communities and walk different paths. I believe that there is a better way. To those who seek to divide, I still hold my hand out in brotherhood and forgiveness. I ask only that they stop, and instead encourage us to turn towards one another in love and compassion. Nigeria belongs to all of us. This is what I believe.